Hey everyone, so today we're going to make a press-on nail order and we're going to do it from start to finish. The only thing I have done is I have my tips prepped and these are XXL coffin, so double XL coffin, and I actually get these tips on AliExpress. Now I haven't ordered them for a while, but I assume they're still on there. I actually need to order again because I'm running out of size 3 as per usual. That is one of the most popular sizes, but I get these on AliExpress. If anyone wants them, just comment down below and I will get the link. So I'm just starting off. We are going in with some gorgeous colors over here. I'm going to name them all out as we go, but I'm going to start off with the base coat first. So we have the tips prepped already and we're just going straight in with a layer of base coat. Now I'm just doing this fairly quick and easy. I'm not being too fussy about my base coat because we are going to do a top coat that has a little bit of glitter in it. So it's kind of one of those top coats that's quite thick. So we don't need to be crazy about having the base coat really even. Now obviously I don't want too many lumps and bumps in it, but if you're just going in with colour and top coat, you have to be really careful about your layers, making sure that they are all perfect and not too lumpy and bumpy. But because the top coat has a little bit of something in it, we're going to be okay. So I'm going to pop that in now and we are going to give that a 60-second cure. Okay, so moving on to the other 5 nails, we're just going to base coat these. And in case you are new here or new to my channel, I sell my press-ons on Etsy. So this is for my Etsy business and they're all handmade from start to finish. And this order is actually in a medium size. So these are medium size nails and the shape is XXL coffin. So they're long nails, but they're medium in size. These are really sturdy nails. I don't know, can you see by looking? The nails themselves are really sturdy. I'm just going to show you while that one is in. So they are very strong nails, like the tips are so strong. They have a nice little bit of an apex as well. And they are like, if I could show you compared to my own nail maybe, they are that long. So they are XXL. Super long. But because the shape is like coffin going into a ballerina nearly, they're just, yeah, they're gorgeous nails. I love them. I kind of wish I could wear them, but I can't pull them off. Okay, so I'm going to let this one come out of the lamp and then I'm going to show you my colours. So every nail is a different colour. We're going to start off with the thumbnail is going to be this blue, and this is called blue, I cannot pronounce this word, blue curacao. I cannot pronounce this, but it is a gorgeous blue from Madame Glam. Absolutely perfect. Hi Ace, how are you? So that's a gorgeous baby blue, really pigmented. This is Love's Veil from Madame Glam, and it's a gorgeous, gorgeous pink. We then have Dusty Coral, and that is a gorgeous, I want to say between a peach and an orange. And this is the order in which they're going. So they're going to go thumb, index, middle. We're going to grab this Breen, and this is Apple Martini. And then for the pinky, we have Semilac. So a different brand, but it's Semilac Banana, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous yellow as well. And then at the end, we are going to go in with a top coat, and it's kind of a speciality top coat. I'm not going to show you exactly what it is. We are going to show that at the end. But I'm going to start painting on in order. This is definitely one of my favorite blues. I've said it before. I also have a discount code for Madame Glam for 35% off. It will be in the description code. But this is my favorite color blue. Wait till you see it. It is stunning. Look at that. It is a beautiful, beautiful opaque baby blue. Look at that blue. It is so nice. And then we're going to go for the pink. So this is Love's Veil. Again, Madame Glam are so opaque really in their coverage. So it's very rare that you get a colour that is not nearly full coverage in one coat. A lot of the times it's like almost one coat is really good, but you always do have to go in with the second. I'm just going to leave those there for a sec. You do always have to go in with the second just for safety reasons, especially on real nails. But like, look how good that is. Hi, Asila. Now this is Dusty Coral. So this is in between a peach and an orange in my opinion. However, there is a hint of neon in this as well. So you can kind of see it there. There's definitely a hint of neon in it. And then Apple Martini, this one actually, I recently did this on a client and it did need 3 coats. So I will say Apple Martini, I found it needed 3 coats on my client on press-ons, and for this order here we will get away with 2 coats because it'll be fine underneath the top coat that I'm going to use at the end. But that definitely is a little bit more shady. So we're going to go in with Semilac next, and this is the banana colour, which is super pretty too. I love this colour. This definitely needs a few coats when you do it on clients as well. I would say probably 3. But it is a pretty colour in the end. Now I'm going to let those just sit there. I'm not going to pop them into cure yet. I am just going to let them sit there, and we're going to pull out the other 5 and we're going to get painting. I'm going to take that lid off there. So this blue is definitely the most opaque out of all of the colours that we are using today for sure though. It's definitely the most opaque. I really enjoy making sets like these though. I just think they're so fun. Painting on multiple colours and then a little top coat, a speciality top coat on top. I just think sets like these are so enjoyable to do. And like I said, you might look like I'm just plopping on the colour. I'm not really. I am being very careful. However, I do know there's a little bit of room for forgiveness when you are putting on a glittery top coat, because glitter will hide all of your sins, as we all know. Okay, yeah, just making sure I'm doing it in the right order. I had to double check there and look at the other set. I just don't want to pop them into cure too early, because otherwise then these bottles being opened in front of the lamp, they just might get their brushes cured or something like that, and I don't want that to happen. Because if you haven't ever done that, if you cure your brushes or any of your gel bottles or anything like that in front of your UV lamp, if you ever do that by accident, it is such a pain. Okay, I'm going to move these back here now, out of the way. I'm just going to make sure we're okay on these and they don't look too lumpy and bumpy. Okay, so I'm going to pop that one in. Do you know what? I might be able to fit the two of them in. I'm going to pop that near the back. And I am also going to pop this. Yeah. Hold on now, I'm just going to pop that one back a little bit. I'm going to pop that in as well. So we're actually going to get these both done at the same time. Now I'm just going to pop these bottles back in order again so I don't grab the wrong one, because I have them all opened, ready to go. And like I said, I have my top coat ready. It's hiding in the background and we're going to show it at the very end. And I did use Hona's base coat today. So I used Hona's base coat for my base coat. Nails by Kirst, hi, how are you? I'm just doing an order. Hope you're all good. So I'm just doing some XXL coffins today, and they are, you may or may not have seen it before on my channel, but it is pastel-y set like this, and then it just has a glittery top coat over top. I am really good, thanks. Yeah, really good. Enjoying the hot weather. It's very nice. I hope you enjoyed your hen night away in Spain as well. I saw all your pictures on Instagram. The nails came out looking so cool. So hope you all had loads of fun on that. Okay, so I'm just going in now. This is Love's Veil. This pink is Love's Veil, and the blue is Blue Curacao. I really need to learn how to pronounce that word, but it is this. But I need to Google, after this I'm going to Google how to pronounce that word, because I do mention it so much, because I'm always using that colour and I feel so embarrassed when I don't know how to pronounce that word every time I go to try and pronounce it. it was such a great time, such a needed break. Oh, I know, I can imagine. It's so lovely when you get a break as well and it's needed and you just need to spend some time away in a different country with your friends and just relaxing and treating yourselves and just taking me time. I love that. How are your builder gels coping in this heat? Oh, I know, it's a disaster. Now, thankfully today I only have one client, so I'm actually really grateful for that. So I said I would get this order done and hop on live and do it, but yeah, I've been like opening the doors in the nail room. In the nail, I have like a shed, a wooden log cabin out the back. I've been opening both doors. I have a fan on, and I have been putting my builder gels into the fridge. And even at all of that, it's still a real struggle. But we won't complain because the weather is so beautiful. So I'm trying not to complain, but it is hard. It is hard. I was busy enough yesterday and I found it very hard to work in the heat. But like I said, we're trying not to complain. Okay, so we're going to pop that in for a cure and move these away. I'm just going to answer some of these little comments now while this is in. Hi, Ermela. Credit to you for managing. I know, no choice in the matter, just have to get on with it. But it's so funny, you're trying not to complain. I'm not complaining about it at all, but it's really, because we are not used to this weather, whenever this good weather comes around, you forget how hard it is to actually work in a log cabin, you know, in this weather, because this cabin just retains the heat, you know. I don't know, it just like keeps, and it's a small one as well, so it just kind of keeps all the heat in, so it's really tough. But okay, I think Nail Order have a little bottle cooler that you can keep on your desk, but I'm not sure how expensive it is. Oh, I must look into that. I definitely must look into that. Now, I found yesterday wasn't too bad because when I put the bottles in the fridge, like around 30 minutes before my client came and I took them out, they weren't too bad. I just had to work fast. Now, obviously, you are trying to, you know, work fast all the time. I'm always trying to work fast without rushing, of course. You're always trying to work on your timing, but I did find yesterday I was like, okay, you know, remove this builder gel, get, you know, do it, get the steps in, do it all. I wasn't like pausing, if you know what I mean, on anything. I was just going because I was just aware that it was so warm, and the longer that the builder gel was out of the fridge, it was just going to go into a runny consistency again. Now I have kind of switched over, well, not fully, I don't know, I've kind of switched over to Magpie Build It. I did mention that in a video before. I do use glitter bells and I love glitter bells, but glitter bells is a runnier consistency. It just generally is, even in the cold, even in the winter, it's a runnier consistency. However, since the TPO ban, I was just finding a little bit of lifting with some clients, and some clients are still perfect with it. But the fact that there were a few coming back with, I definitely noticed more lifting than usual, and it's definitely just since the TPO ban. I just had to kind of use or look for another builder, and I've been using Magpie's Build It after doing a good bit of research, because they also have a distributor here in Ireland, which makes it like I can get stock within 2 days, and that has a lot to do with the decision as well to go with that brand, because, like, you know, people recommend a lot of different brands, but it also is like, how quick can I get the product to? And I have to say their Build It is not as runny as the glitter bells, and that's also really helping in this weather, because it's normally, you know, it's really helping because the glitter bells is runny, and then in the heat it's very runny. So that's kind of saving me at the moment as well, which is great. It's a plug in like a fridge, so you can keep them cool, but I've never tried it. Oh, I get it's like nearly like a little mini fridge then. That's so handy. That is so handy. But like I said, we are blessed to be getting this nice weather. Don't know how long it's going to last, so we will just keep soldering on. It is beautiful. Everyone is in such a better mood though with when the weather is good. Do you ever notice that? Everyone's mood just picks up so much more. I did cure this. I might just pop it in again just in case. Go over this little green. So as you can see, the colours are very, very, very opaque. They're great. Apple Martini and that Semilac colour, definitely not as opaque as the rest, but still perfect for what we're doing here because we are doing a glittery top coat and we don't need crazy, we don't need the crazy coverage to be perfect. Yeah, this is a fun set. Yeah, it is. I love it. It's I did have kind of a variety, something similar to it before. I actually still have it on my Etsy shop, but it is slightly different colors. They're pastel as well, but I think they're a little bit lighter. And I have the top coat that I put on is a, what's it called? It's iridescent flakes, kind of aurora color flakes. Okay, so this is the top coat we are going to use. This is from Nail Couture and it's called Pluto. So we have 2 coats of these colors done and we have a base coat done, and then we are going to go in with this top coat. And this is gorgeous. If you haven't never seen it before, look at this. I'm going to try and go as up close as possible. Ta-da! Look at that. This is gorgeous. And this is what I meant about, you know, the levels. The layers don't have to be as perfect as normal because this kind of glitter top coat is going to hide if you have any slight bump, if you know what I mean. Nails by Kirst, you're going to know what I mean. She has a press-on business as well, and she's going to know what I mean when I say that. Like, you're not skipping out on the quality of it, but it just doesn't have to be flat to the mat. If you have a tiny divot, you're not going to see it through this because the glitter is going to hide it and the top coat is actually that bit thicker. So this is how she looks. That's the blue. And look, you can just see from the side. Yeah, Kirst, you know what I mean? It's just, I love glitter top coats actually. I'm really finding a love for them lately and finding different speciality top coats. I am so into that. Also, I love using them on press-ons because it's not something really my clients in real life for appointments generally ask for. they don't tend to really ask for these type of things. But I love this one. This is just so fun. And there's a tiny bit of, you probably wouldn't be able to see it on the camera, but there's a tiny, tiny, tiny flecks of gold and silver glitter in the top coat, just tiny amounts. And it makes this little sparkle when you go from side to side like this. I love doing glitter polishes for that reason. Yes, see? It's just a little break. A little break from, it just feels like you have a little bit of a little safety net with your application, I suppose. But I mean, this is so fun. Like, look at that. It's really springy looking, but also summer. And also the fact that the glitter flakes are black kind of gives it a little bit of an edginess. And that's self-leveled so well. Just looking at all, like, it's not running to the side or anything, but it's self-leveling really, really well. Really like this. So again, this is Enail Couture. I did order it. I actually got this in a mystery bundle one time. So I was ordering Enail Couture's mystery scoops. I only ordered one actually, but I got a bunch of these top coats in their mystery scoop. And I have to say, I have used them so much for press-on nails in particular. And used them to come up with different sets like this, you know, just something different. And you can easily move the glitter around as well. Now I'm not sure, can you see the gold or the little silver dots that I was telling you about? I don't think you probably can. It's just certain ways you maneuver it, you can see it. Yes, but I think as well, these top coats are usually a little bit thick too. Now they're still thick, but because the weather is so warm, kind of like what we were talking about earlier with the builder gel, this is moving a lot more, it's flowing a lot better, which is actually great because it's just, the top coat is just flowing on and it looks like a really, really nice finish. This is also a no wipe top coat, so when we take it out of the lamp, it's going to be fully cured. I'm just checking the sides, make sure there's no ridgy divots, if you know what I'm saying. You can kind of sometimes get like little creases along the side sometimes if you forget to kind of check them. So this is going to pop in for a full cure. Turn on my UV lamp and I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Even though I'm trying my best to drink loads of water, I still have to have my coffee. Okay, so this is how it's looking before, which is very cute and very pretty. But the black flaky glitter just gives it some extra element. You're the same as me then, still drinking. I know, I just can't not. And I don't like iced coffee. I don't like the cold coffee. It has to be normal coffee. But I am trying to drink a lot of water as well, but just don't know. I just don't like iced coffee at all. But then maybe if I lived in a hot climate all year round, I think then maybe I would get into the iced coffee. Okay, so that is this thumb done, and I'm just going to pop this out of the lamp and compare. I just want to make sure I have kind of like the same amounts of glitter on each. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. And you can maneuver it around as well like this. So you'd rather have hot coffee, same, that's it. Maybe I just haven't tasted one that I've liked. I probably tasted one ever or two and I'm just like, no, but it mightn't have been a nice one. I might need to try it again. One thing I will say is the heat is working wonders for this top coat being so flowy. In fairness, I think this is one of the smoother ones out of the bundle that I got from Nail Couture. I seem to remember this just being a little bit easier to apply. There's one or two of them that are not as easy to apply. I did use in one of my lives before, it was doing press on samples, and I did use a foily silver glitter one for a sample, and it was kind of from the same bundle of top coats. If anyone remembers that, it was the same bundle of top coats, but it was like a foily glitter, really vibrant silver foily glitter. Do you know what I'm just thinking too? These would be great for festival nails. Concert nails, like summer festival nails. These would be cool. If you weren't trying to match up your nails and you were happy enough to have just a colourful set, these would really work for festival nails. So all I'm doing when I'm doing this is I'm literally checking it from every angle, making sure that it's not flowing to the edges, making the edges thick, and then if it is, you can clean up like this. Just go in with your brush and kind of clean up the sides just like that, pull it up, and you're kind of pulling the polish away that might have just pooled there. So you're just kind of tidying up your shape as well. Now this top coat is actually quite good for not doing that, but just because it's so hot, I'm just checking it out. And I might even just hold it upside down. So holding it upside down like this is just going to help you. It's like when you do your nails and you just hold your nails upside down, or if you go to the salon and they flip your hand upside down, it just helps the gel run to the surface, kind of to create an apex as well. So just holding it upside down will help that scenario. And yeah, I think they are good to go. I actually see a little bit of foil just sticking out there, so I'm just going to move it because that could be annoying to the customer if they can feel it. It's also a good idea when you're doing top coats like this to look from the side to see, can you see any bits of foil jumping out? And then if they are, you can maneuver them with a liner brush. You can just move that foil to the middle just before you cure it. But I am going to pop that in now for a full cure. And I'm just going to rub my finger over it now. These feel nice and smooth. There's no foil popping out here at all. This is a no wipe top coat as well, so when it cures with a no wipe. You don't have to wipe it or anything like that. You don't have to wipe the sticky layer off. With some of them you do, but most top coats now are no wipe unless they are specifically used for speciality, for like a glitter burnish or something like that. So mostly they are no wipe. So those came out looking really good. And I am going to just grab a file after. I always file the edges, so just the edge, the tip of this, I'm going to just do a little finish file just down like this. So I always kind of hold on to it here, and I will just file the edge without going up on top of the colour again, because you don't want your colour to be compromised. I'll just kind of wipe it off, and I'm just going to show you the difference between that and the rest of them. You can see, look, like how clean. Oh, maybe the lighting isn't great. You can see how sharp that looks there compared to the rest. The rest are a little bit blunt kind of looking, I suppose, and this one looks nice and sharp. So I'm always doing that, always just giving the edges a little finish file. Sorry if that's an annoying noise. And we have my little brush. We're just going to brush that dust off. I'm just rubbing my finger over the top. These feel all nice and smooth as well. And we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to finish file the edges. Sorry, I know it's probably moving the camera as well. Okay, and this is how they look. They're all finished filed. They look perfect. And yeah, all nice and even. This is, so just to finish it off, I'm just going to go over exactly what it is in case you're just joining now. This is a XXL coffin. So these would be quite long. XXL coffin, and they are in the size medium. But that is how long they are if you want to compare them to my nails. So they're in the size medium, they're XXL coffin. And I'm going to just show you again the colours we used. So we are mostly Madam Glam. And we have one Semilac at the end, but they are mostly Madam Glam colours. And again, if you need a discount from Madam Glam, there's going to be one in the description box. But these are the colours going from Thumb to Pinky. I love this pink actually, Love's Veil. It's very muted and kind of understated, but it's a lovely, lovely pink. And then we have Semilac Banana, which is a lovely yellow. It just takes about 3 coats, but a lot of yellows do. It's number 23 if you're wondering about that one. A lot of yellows take a few coats, so I mean, what can you do? Yellow's just one of those colours. And then we have this gorgeous shiny star top coat from Enail, which just has built-in black foily glitters with little dots of kind of gold and silver and stuff like that. So that is it. Thank you so much for joining me today. That was just a quick one. I think we got that done on 40 minutes, which is brilliant. So I have that whole set done now. I just have to package it up, but I am going to leave it and I'm going to do my packaging up maybe tomorrow because it is super, super hot. So I'm going to get out of the nail room while I can. And yeah, glad to have caught you as well, Chris. Thank you so much for coming on. Thanks for coming on and spending some time with me. Hope you got some work done while you were chilling. And I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And yeah, so I will package these up off camera and I will see you very soon again for some more nails. Bye-bye.